Hello, you're welcome. Yeah, so this last week, right, I had this issue, and this thing comes up once and again, it's not the first time. A family visited the office. When I say family, an elderly lady, I understand, I didn't get to meet them. I understand the elderly lady with their pastor and maybe one or two other members of the family. They came because there is this our client who was our client, passed on now, and they are trying to see how they can gain access to his investment with us. You understand? He has he had a land transaction with us. So they came with the nest of kin, which is normal. But you see, there is always an issue that I get to face in the kind of favor that they ask for when it comes to this. It's not in every case. We've had people who have gone on, passed on, and there are people who did what should be done, understanding what the law says, did what needed to be done, and everything went on smoothly. But once and again, like I said earlier, we've had this issue of people who probably don't understand it, and so they are trying to see how maybe they can have their way. And in our environment, the thing that are appealing to you or begging or sometimes even turning it to blackmail should make you do what you don't have the powers to do. I'll be sharing in this video things that has to do with the connection between next of kin and letter of administration. So if you are the next of kin to someone who has passed on and has property, how do you assess that? By what is called letters of administration, okay? How do you do all of that? Or what is the importance, or what's the correlation? What are the limits, and why is it important even that this be established? Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
Real estate independence fast track course is not something you want to joke with at all. Loads and loads and loads of learning and information and benefits await you at the next one. All you need to do is ensure that you register for your next fast track course. We're looking forward to seeing you. You want to be financially free? I hope you know that you will retire someday, and you probably are desirous of doing business with real estate or investing property for yourself, for your use. You need to learn about it before you make that investment. I tell people, you want to buy properties, you want to invest in property one way or the other, don't do it until you attend the next real estate entrepreneurs fast track course. See you there.
Welcome back. Now, so this also happened. There is this client who bought, I think, either a land or housing unit, I'm not sure, but I think it's a land, with us, and probably had finished paying or still paying or something, but at least has some investment with us. And he has passed on, or we're told that he has passed on. I think they even had the death certificate, and then they came with the next of kin and said, who happens to be an elderly lady, and said that they want to try and see how they can access the land, either resell and get the money and stuff like that. And I think they've actually come before, and it's a process. If such a thing happens, we sympathize. We identify with our client's family. We sympathize with them. We even visit them at times if we get to know in time and all of that. And if we are the first to really know, if we just happen to know, we actually go out to visit them, yes, and let them know that this person has an investment with us, and then tell them upfront, these are the things you need to do to be able to gain access. But I think in this case, I'm not sure whether we visited them or they told us or they came to tell us about the situation, but they've been informed as to what to do, which is that you will need to get the letter of administration. So we get in touch with the next of kin. Whenever we go for such things, we ask for who is this person, and then once we get the person that is named as next of kin, is like the person to be contacted. That's just it. When it comes to property ownership, and stuff like this, the next of kin with us as a company that the person bought from is just saying that, hey, should there be any need to get across to me and you really cannot, maybe because I've transited passage or incapacitated or whatever, this is the person that you should get to next. If you get to this person, okay, the person is my kin. And my issues will be resolved with this person. Great. This person can lead you on to any other thing that needs to be done, or probably lead you even to where I am and stuff like that. That's the purpose of next of kin. It's not the other way around. So people take it in this light. We've seen situations where people take it to mean that the next of kin can just, be the next person that is now operating that transaction, that is now going on without any due diligence followed. It's not exactly like that with properties. I don't know if it's like that with any other thing, but it's not like that with properties. So, with properties, this is what needs to be done. Okay, the government requires you, if somebody has passed on, we would get in touch with the next of kin and let them know that this person has an investment with us. Let us know what you want to do about it, but particularly, let us know who the administrators of this person's asset with us would be. Give us the evidence to let us know that these are the administrators and things like that. What the family needed to do is to either contract a lawyer or go to, the courts or stuff like that and start to process letters of administration, okay? Letters of administration, particularly when it comes to property, there is what is called, almost like you can call it inheritance tax or property tax, okay? And it is required to be paid on the asset of a dead person. In fact, some people call it dead tax, It's inheritance tax or dead tax in certain jurisdiction. You are expected, so the government will aggregate what the asset of that person is, and then a tax will be paid on it. It's a percentage of the value of that asset. Maybe what the person has paid for it and all. They take that as tax with all the other fees you need to pay, which not too long ago, okay, some few years ago was reduced. It used to be cumbersome, especially when it has to do with, so this is what used to happen. If you have money in the bank, you won't be able to really access that money, but you have to go and source for money to be able to do letters of administration. So it so happens that the government realized that a lot of people that are dead, they have money in the bank, but their family don't have money to be able to go do the letters of administration and then have access to that money. So they amended the law to allow them part of that money in the bank to be able to pay for the processes of letters of administration so that it can become easier and people can do this faster. Okay? So guess what happened? In this case, they came begging. They came begging and asking that we look at their situation. They've been trying to get letters of administration, but it's been difficult. The cost has been much. What assistance can we render such that they can have access to this land? This is the next of kin and stuff like that. And we tried to explain to them as much as possible, but they wouldn't just hear it. We tried to explain to them that no, it's out of our hands. If we should do anything like that, it is against the law and we'll be conniving with you to defraud the government of necessary tax and things like that. There are procedures. This is out of our control. It's not something that begging can help us to. It's like begging us to commit a crime. Do you know what happened? I think about 2 days or so after they came, I got a mail in my box because they were insisting to see me, but I was not available at the time. So they were giving my email, and I got a mail in my box still soliciting for some assistance. Meanwhile, I'd heard that even while they were here and we tried to explain to them, then they tried to turn it on us and blackmail us to say that we are making it difficult for them because probably we are a fraudulent organization in any case. Maybe the transaction is bad and things like that, and we are just taking advantage of the fact that the person is dead and all. Blackmail. that can work. It's very cheap, So they sent me this mail, in short, also making this appeal. And I just felt like, you know what? Even though I know what this entails, okay, and we also have an internal lawyer who has also advised us about it, I just said, okay, let me even send it to another lawyer, independent lawyer, some of the lawyers we also work with, and get his own opinion as in the angle in which he will come in on this matter. So I sent it to this lawyer, and got so good. You know what? The guy replied, I think same day or so, and detailed. It's just a typical lawyer's reply. He gave me the, if you do this, if I went on to talk about tax evasion and tax avoidance, not trying to evade tax. Okay? So he said that, if you do this, it will mean that you are trying to, evade and all of that. And it's crime, it's criminal, things like that. And all. I said, well, fine, great. So what I just did was, in replying their email, I still sympathized with them, and all of that. And as in the most civil way, as we would always do for every of our customers, because we cherish relationship, what I did was to say, we're sorry, what we are asking for, we really cannot do it. However, we've also gone ahead, apart from the fact that we've also gone ahead to ask another independent lawyer and see what he said here. So I just forwarded what the lawyer said. I want to believe that that is the end of it. Because once they go through that email, I know that they should be clear that, hey, it is the letters of administration that we should just go and pursue. And what you need to do is get a lawyer to do it for you. So get a lawyer to do your letters of administration for you. They know the ins and outs of how to get it done. And in terms of funding it, if the person has money in his account, bank account, like I said, access can be given for that money for the payment of the letters of administration to come from that money, especially the tax part of it. And then, you can go through with whatever it is that you need to process in good time. You need to do that. The company cannot, or any organization cannot just give access to the next of kin to start running that transaction without due diligence, without letters of administration being in place, something saying that these are the administrators, a letter from government saying these are the administrators of this person's estate, of this deceased person's estate. That's for persons, someone that died intestate, okay? For someone that died, that had the will, of course the will would have stated all of that. So in executing the will, they would have had to make all those kind of payment, or in transferring title, perfecting title in their name and things like that, the owners of whatever it is. Since it's coming by will, those tax that is where they will get the tax paid. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it runs. And that is what needs to be done. Begging won't sort it out. That's the difference between next of kin. It has its limits. And when you have to get letters of administration for someone who dies without a will, that is where it plays out. Okay? Thank you very much. Yes, thank you so much. I believe that you've gained one or two things in this episode. What I will do in another episode will be that maybe I'll be talking to a lawyer. I'll be having a lawyer sit down with us and help us go through all of this, because like I said, I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I don't claim to be a lawyer, okay? So I'll find a lawyer one of these days to talk on some of these issues and make it more interesting for you. So if you've enjoyed the video, click the like button and please subscribe to the channel. 3, share. Share this video. Somebody that you know may need to hear of this. Share this video. Let it go on. Okay? Thank you very much. Till I come your way in another episode, I remain yours sincerely, Debo Adejano, in the business of helping you sack your landlord. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe you've enjoyed the video that you just watched. You gained a lot, right? Now, let me share with you where they say it all starts. It's called the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. It's a 2-all-day event. 2 days fully packed, teaching you about real estate, not just teaching you, showing you real estate stuff that you probably would not know. I'll be teaching you as a real estate entrepreneur or someone that is buying real estate for personal use or for investment one way or the other, this is a course you don't want to miss. There is no tool of its kind in the market. It's the best that there is in the market, and you want to be there. Guess what? It is absolutely free. If it is about real estate and it is about investing, particularly in Nigeria, this is a course that you want to attend. For the value that you will gain, it is absolutely free. All you need to do right now is to click on the link and register for the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course. As a real estate entrepreneur or as a owner occupier of a house, this is a course you don't want to miss. So see you at the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course. Click the link below and get registered. Looking forward to seeing you there.